blah, 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 let's just say, and I would be across Jean, the other character, and I was doing an improvisation plus the speaking out exercise. I would be looking at Jean. Improvisation should be done with the moments that are between pages, after the play ends, before the play begins. If you don't want to read the play, then you can see the movie Miss Julie by Strindberg. It was so amazing to watch. There was an amazing scene we worked on in my acting class, an improvisation done by two actors. Actually, they're professionally doing something that's outside of acting, but they've decided to take acting, and they've gotten so great at it. This moment that happens in the improvisation, because you allow yourself to be in the moment and you listen to the other person and you take in the actions of the other person, and then you respond moment to moment to moment. There's a betrayal scene that happens between the characters. There is this relationship between Jean and Miss Julie. Then the other character is Christine, who is in relationship with Jean, who's a valet. Christine is a housemaid. Miss Julie is the daughter of the owner of the estate Jean and Christine work on. Of course, Miss Julie wants the attention of Jean, the valet, because he is very articulate and very educated in the way that he speaks. He's physically a good-looking man. Her need is to be loved. She wants to get Jean to love her. That's her need. Knowing that Christine, the housemaid, is not going to be able to say anything because her status is so much lower than Miss Julie. There's a scene between Christine and Jean, and I said to them, I want you to do improvisation without feeling restrictive by what happens in the play. Don't feel like you have to play the scene, because improvisation should be done outside of what's given to us by the writer in the script. The things that we don't know about the characters, which are not written, those are the events the improvisation should be done on. So they started doing the improvisation, and to be in the moment of doing the improvisation between two characters, I know the rule to improvisation, it's you just have to say yes and yes and. Okay, you can do that, yes and, but it can still be a false, fake interaction between people doing the improv. What I gave them to do, I also gave them the permission to use the speaking out exercise. The speaking out exercise sounds like it would be, I'm speaking out all the time, blah, 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 I'm speaking out. This is how I feel. This is how I don't feel. No, the speaking out is, it means that you're giving yourself permission as the actor on stage to feel and to pay attention to what you're feeling physically, mentally, emotionally. Give those feelings voice if you want to. But don't let the audience know that you're giving them voice as the actress. Give them voice as if you were the character. If I were to be on stage, an example, and I am to play Miss Julie, imagine you guys are the characters of Jean. I'd be looking at Jean. Depending on who the actor was, I would take a moment, examine, allow my inner thoughts to become evident to me. And then I would speak my thought out of that, which is me, the actress. I'm not ready for this. What I'm saying is, give me some time as the actress, because I still need more time. But I'm not saying that. I'm just phrasing it differently. So the audience, if they were sitting there watching me doing this, they would think it's Miss Julie talking to Jean, for Miss Julie to say to Jean, give me some time. I'm not ready to do this. Breathe. I'm a little bit nervous, to be honest with you. My monologue is actually having to do with me, the actress, before Miss Julie, which is, I'm a little bit vulnerable right now because I'm acting. I don't get to act as much as myself, Mihaela, the actress. So give me a little bit of time before I'm ready to start. Changing the phrasing of it, it gives me the liberty to be able to feel like I'm not constricted by the character, and I'm releasing what's happening with me internally. And that release will then put me on the path of truthful acting, because I'm not holding it back and pretending that I'm actually ready to go on. I have no fears. There's no fears. No, there's a lot of vulnerability. There's a lot of fears of me getting up and doing work on stage because I don't do it all the time. So what I'm saying is, those actors that were rehearsing last night, they were so lost in the moment, and they were doing this, what I was just describing to you, the betrayal, when Jean in the improvisation tells Christine that he's leaving her, which is a scenario that's not in the play, but it would happen, let's say, after the play, or it's a reimagined ending of the play. The actress who was playing Christine understands that he is actually going to leave her for Miss Julie. And the actress in the moment makes 2 steps towards the actor who plays Jean and pushes him, surprising herself even, because she didn't understand that she was going to get to that emotion. She pushed the actor. When he went back, he was able to make the steps backwards, and then there was a chair, so he fell on the chair, so he didn't hurt himself. I'm not saying that you should do this without choreographing the physicality between 2 actors, but they did it well enough. Even the push, I felt the actress was knowledgeable to be able to push him, as if allowing him to know that she was coming towards him before she did it. It was more like, I'm coming, I'm pushing you. Do you know what I mean? It was such a different approach to the way that she behaved. Christine, the character, is described as being this very loyal servant in this household, and Jean, to her, who is more educated, traveled, from what he tells her, she's in awe of this man. So you will never see her react in a way that she, the actress, just did in the improvisation, where she stands up for herself and pushes him physically and says, enough is enough. Everything that you've done, I'm not standing for it anymore. She stood up for herself. Standing up for herself as the character, she, the actress, the person, stood up for herself in everyday life for the different instances and circumstances where maybe she didn't have the courage to do it. So she did it through acting, and that is going to be enough for her to have gotten the satisfaction in everyday life that she wasn't able to do it. That's what's so amazing about acting. And that's what I'm saying. King Charles maybe has to do one of those unexpected, surprising actions. It doesn't have to be physically pushing. You don't have to push somebody, because you might hurt that person if you're pushing them physically. But if you're just doing the gesture in the air and you go, enough, enough, enough. Don't come to the coronation, my boy. You can still call him darling boy. Everybody's saying, oh, he's still darling boy. Yeah, still call him darling boy. Darling boy, enough. Duchess of Sussex, could you like being called Duchess of Sussex? Titles having to do with me giving them to you. You can do it by yourself in your private moment at home. And then you can have your people call their people and tell them not to come. Tell Harry not to come. That would be a strategy that would leave them shocked, because they don't expect it. This is going to change the way that the world is going to look at you. You are the king. You are the leader. People want to have trust in your strength as a leader. It doesn't mean that doing bold choices or doing something against what people are expecting you to do, you're not going to gain respect. You're going to gain even more respect. Do not come. Thank you. Changed our minds. You have enough reasons to do so. Oh my goodness, this was so much fun. I hope the microphone worked. Thank you so much. Please subscribe to my channel. Please like and share if you like it, of course. I need for you to do so, because I need this channel to grow, because I don't think there's anything like it. I keep saying because. Thank you so much. Let me know what you think. Thank you. Kisses. Mwah.